Okay, welcome to another welcome to another flight of JU88. This time we're on a server where there is lots and lots of AI, so that there will be actually other planes including in my own squadron. Gonna try to move the mic closer so that... Come on. Sometimes it's just too fucking difficult. Come on. Okay, now I hope that you hear me well enough. I noticed that last time the voice level of my mic was a little bit low. Okay, I'm gonna keep a little tutorial too about this bomber if someone is thinking about flying this. First of all, when starting the JU88, you have to have magnetos on. They are over here. Then you have to have the fuel cocks on. I haven't found the fuel cocks, although I think that they are over here behind the seat of the pilot. So I have mapped them. That's how I put them on. You can map them easily enough from the options. I usually decrease illumination because I like to have light on these meters, so I can see them better in different lightings, because the plane turns around in the air and there's shadows and different lights dependent on where the sun is. After I have started the engines, you have to always if you have a plane with two engines, you always have to start first the other and then the other, and deselect the other engine to start the other, so that you have only one engine selected when you're starting. And always remember to select the engine that you have deselected last, so that now I have both engines selected. Well, that's how you get the controls on both engines to working. I have adequate heat on each of the engines. You have to remember to have the radiators open so that the engines will not overheat and blow. Well, that's it. I have the engines running. Then the next step is you have to have lift, as much as lift as possible on the lift off. So to aid that, I'm gonna get my flaps down a bit. They're now neutral. So my medication for this, the problem that there's no indication of the flaps position, or you can also go and look through the upper gunner here and see that the flaps are moving, but you can't really see how much they are moving. You can see that they are lowering, but you can't see how much they are lowering. I usually do it so that I put them to go down and then count to 10, which gives me probably just about 20 degrees of laps for the liftoff, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then neutral. Okay, now I have about 20 degrees of flaps. This plane also tends to turn on the liftoff, and there's a tail skid lock over here, which is easy way to prevent turning. Once you have made sure that the plane is straight on the runway. And then we will be going. Oh, and on the liftoff there's a turbo or an afterburner on the junkers, and you might want to use that so it will be easier to get liftoff. First full throttle with brakes on. And once you hear the engines have lots and lots of power, wheel brakes off and afterburner on, pushing the nose down to gain more speed as fast as possible, and be careful because it's going to want to turn right away once you get the tail off. I'm not sure if I'm going to succeed, but we'll see. And you have to be careful of that too. Okay, lesson learned. Once you get enough speed, you have to kind of make sure that you make sure that you start to lift your nose up early enough so that you will not make a crash like I did, because for some reason it makes a short dive in certain speed, and I managed to fail on that. Okay, let's try again. Okay, so from the start we are in the Junkers, and we will try to start the engines. I'm gonna go through this starting procedure. First of all, I need to check that my magnetos are on. They are on. If they are not on, they should be on M+1. Also, you need to get fuel cocks on. I have them mapped because I haven't found them from the cockpit, although I think that they are behind there on the over there. I believe that is a fuel cock. I'm not sure, but altogether I have them mapped, and that's what I'll do. And these are irrelevant for the ignition and liftoff. These things I just like to do them. For the flying, next thing you have to do is you have to deselect engine number 2 and ignition on number 1. You don't have to select number 1 specifically because the both engines are already selected, so you just deselect number 2. And for some reason it didn't start right away. We'll start it again like that. Then deselect number 1 and select number 2 and ignition. And engines are running. For some reason they are very warm already. It must be some server adjustment, so you might want to check that. I usually start my engines with my oil and water radiators fully open. I have them mapped on my controller, and as soon as I touch my throttle, they should be open, so that if I start to fly in the middle of the flight, and if they are closed, my engine won't burn up right away or heat up. So that. But if you don't have those things mapped, you might want to check the engine heat, the water and oil heats before ignition, so that you might want to open the radiators, because these were fucking hot already, these engines. So I don't have to warm them up, that's good, but then there's dangers also in that they are hot. Okay, next thing for the liftoff I need to do, I'm going to lower my landing flaps. They're now neutral, because there's no indicator in JU88 and for the flaps, and there's really no good way to see how much they are turned from the inside of the plane. I usually use counting. I do this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that should give us about 20 degrees, give or take, for the liftoff. Then there's only left is locking the tail skid, because the plane tends to turn when lifting off. And we're ready to go. There's a turbo booster, or afterburner it's called in this game, in the JU88, which I'm going to use on the liftoff. It greatly helps on the liftoff, because the plane is the bombers in general are demanding of a long airfield and lots and lots of speed before liftoff, because they are often overloaded with weight. But we'll see how this works. I've failed the first try. We'll see how this one goes. Okay, full brakes, full throttle. And remember to select the deselected engine. Motors are revving. Releasing the brakes. Afterburner on. Pressing the nose to the airfield. Careful for the plane not to dive. Careful for the plane not to turn. I have lots and lots of speed. gonna try to lift off. Very carefully lifting off. Immediately flaps up, gears up. A little bit more lift off. Can we make it? We're not airborne yet. Well, we're actually airborne, yes, but we can as easily come down as we're going up. Okay, I think we're safe. We have 250 speed and we're rising. It looks pretty good. Liftoff is probably the scariest thing in these planes and the hardest thing because of the enormous weight that they have. Usually once you're returning to the airfield, it's a pretty easy job to land and fly the planes because they are empty by the time that you have dropped the bombs and so on. And the rest of the flight seemed to be rising nicely from the field, and we are going to fly northwest because we're aiming to get to the coast. But I'm going to make a sort of a circle here so that the rest of the planes in my flight can catch me up. And I'm also going to be slowing a bit down. I already dropped propeller pitch to get more twist into the engines, and I actually increased my speed. I'm now moving 300 kilometers per hour. Oh, I'm burning my engines. I have to really get my throttles down. There's these 2 meters engine manifold pressors, and it's currently 1.4 bars. You can fly them with those bars for a while, but not for the whole mission, because, and I'm increasing speed still. I wonder if anybody is gonna catch me. Once we get enough air and speed, I'm going to be slowing down with flaps. But I was telling you that if I fly with these bar amounts the whole mission, I will certainly destroy my engines sooner or later. And really the only way to adjust that is to fly slower with less throttle. Oh, I have afterburner on. That's the reason that the bar manifold was so high. And that's probably the reason for my enormous speed too. So I'm turning north again. There's my squad members. Hopefully they can catch me up someday. There's more of squad members, hello. We are going north west because I want to get into the upper part of the map and then turn across the channel into England. And, well, now we are actually already turning past northwest. Let's turn it back a little bit. Like this. I'm gonna trim a little bit. It's trying to turn left and dive a little bit. So I'm going to counter that, and also some rudder adjustment needs to be done. And I'm flying hands-free now. Although I am not trusting that. I have lots of speed, so I'm going to just slow a bit. About count to 5. Not enough. 2, 3. Let's see. I'm aiming in a speed of about 250. Okay, now we have the 250. Now we'll just have to fly straight and wait for the others to catch up. Manifold pressure still seems to be a bit high, 1.3. Let's slow a bit down. I'm correcting the course at the same time. Yeah, 250. It's because of the flaps, it's a bit shaky. It's roughing my instruments here. Still 1.3. How come it isn't going down at all? I need to be careful with the flaps that... Okay, now it's a little bit lower. It shows 1.3, but it's actually pretty close to 1.2, and now it shows 1.2. We're happy with that, and we're going with that. And the speed is still 250. I could be flying with hands-free. I have trimmed this so well by now, but I don't trust the plane enough and the game so that I could really fly with hands-free here. I don't have a clue where we are at the moment. We have left from here near Armians and no, near Aras, and we are currently flying northwest, which is this direction here, and that's about it. I don't really know where we are at the moment. We are actually flying more west than northwest. Direction is at the moment 293, which is actually good because it's easier to navigate once you find the coastline. So I'm trying to just get to the coastline as soon as possible. I have a full tank of fuel, full tanks of fuel, which makes the fuel not to be a problem. Let's try to see if we can see the other planes, or are they left behind completely? I'm really not sure where the other planes are. I'm supposed to be the lead plane, so they are supposed to be following me, but they might as well be flying around the airfield. Let's try to ask a target from the ground control. 220, range 30 kilometers. I think that's my airfield. So the ground control has decided not to give me a target. Okay, fuck you, ground control. Actually, I know that there's a target in here at AR-20, if I remember correctly. Wood Church over here. There's a industrial area or factory over here somewhere. AS-20 or AS-90, not sure which one. And that's a mission target for this mission, so I'm going to go there and bomb that, or I could bomb one of the airfields too. These two are very tempting because there's a bomber. I know that there's a other one. One of these airfields is a bomber airfield for Blenheims. Okay, I'm gonna remove the flaps. I'm going to assume that my squadron of planes have been left into the airfield, rolling around the airfield, so that there's really no let's give just giving a formation order for the AI so that they might follow me. Okay, this is going to, the coastline is already, I can see the coastline over there, but I don't still have no clue where I am. Actually, I know where I am. I'm near, let's see, where's the airfield? Can't see the airfield, it's closer over there. But that's either that or that river area. I believe it's that one over there, because it seems that this one is over there. Yeah, I think that this one is over there. Yeah, and this one is over there. So we are approximately somewhere over here, over the train court airfield, pretty much. But I can't see the airfield, which would confirm the location. I have 2 kilometers under me and moving up to 300 kilometers and faster, which is pretty good. I don't want to get any more height because I'm not sure if I'm going to be hitting anything even from this height. We're going to go with salvo again. We don't really need that. For some reason I can't select the slot. Oh, because I'm using salvo, that dumps everything. Oh, the clouds are over at this side height. I might just need to get more higher. Although my altitude has seemed to have dropped. This server has a sort of a dynamic system of where's the period heat in this plane? I don't have it mapped and I don't remember where it is. Well, that's not really that cold, but still could be useful. Can't find the pitted heater. I'm already turning to northeast. What the hell? It seems that I've been suddenly turning. Subtly. How do you say that? I've been doing a subtle turn. There's an airfield over there which is always good for navigation. I think I don't have any clue what airfield that is whatsoever. But once we get to... Oh yeah, we're somewhere over here. That's probably this Stuttgart airfield, and there's the two airfields up front, yeah. So we're going to west. Go west. Go west. Isn't that annoying? Remembering some song that you don't even like. But after that it's bound to stuck in your head. Rolling over and over and over and over again until you think you might just shoot yourself to get rid of that song. And really the only cure is to have another song which is even more irritating so that you can forget the first song. What would be more irritating than go west? That's a good question. I'm gonna adjust the throttle a little bit so that we're not turning anymore. And now we're turning to the other direction because of the aileron trim. I'm gonna try to live with that. I have plenty of fuel. I think I'm using number 2. I should be using number 2 at least. I chose to use number 2, so hopefully that will be the one that I'm using. It might just also be that I don't know how to choose the... I'm still flying in little under 2 kilometers, which is the height that the clouds are in. But I really don't want to get any higher, because I'm afraid that my engines might froze because of the colder air up in the higher you get. Although they might froze into these clouds too, so really only way to do this properly is probably to get lower under the clouds. Well, we're flying into the cloud now. Okay, and now we're shaking because there's ice in the engines. You don't probably see that we're shaking because it doesn't really show this high, but I can feel it in my joystick, and if you look at the R altimeter, well, now it's just rising. Well, the shakes up too. But when I say next time that we're shaking, you can probably see it from the altimeter, because that's usually the one that shakes too, when the whole plane shakes. I'm just flying with instruments here, I don't really see anything, so I'm trying to keep the artificial horizon as horizon should be, to fly straight, and check the meters so that I'm not diving in a rapid speed or losing my speed or anything else. Okay, we're shaking again, look at the altimeter, and we're also losing a little bit height, we're diving a little bit, so we're going to try to correct that by lifting our nose a bit. And we're still shaking. We're probably out of the clouds already, but it's just that our windows are frozen. Still shaking, although not that bad anymore, and we have the target inside. So what do we have here? We have 2 kilometers, which is way too high for me to successfully bomb into a hit, but we're going to try anyway. And speed is 300 and something, 30. As soon as we get past this cloud, I'm going to try to turn into the target. Holy fuck, we're flying past the target. There's 3 airfields over there, 4. That many? I think we're lost. Yeah, we're flying southwest. We're going to be bombing our own airfields. I was turning whole time because of the clouds and I didn't notice that. I'm nowhere near England, it's over there. Fuck this. That's a royal screw up. Okay, fortunately I did notice that. I apparently trimmed my rudder to turn the plane the whole time because I wasn't turning it. And it never occurred to me to watch the compass during the flight in the clouds. Although that should have been evident because I was at some point turning and I was correcting that, but I thought that I wasn't turning that much. Obviously I was. Okay, 350 speed, yeah. The altitude went down, but it's going to probably come back up. Yeah, I'm flying a bit nose up flight here. And one thing is also clear, I'm definitely flying alone. There's no squadron with me. Let's see. Okay, I have ships and AA. Should I bomb one of the ships? 300. That's probably those ships over there. Let's see if that heading is near 300. I can see the ships over there. Those, and you can probably see them too. Those two dots, black dots over there on the coastline. Actually, there seems to be 3 of them. But this heading does not give me 300, it's more like on the coastline over there. Well, we'll try the ships. Whatever, we're going to be dive bombing them. Serious mode, delay 13 meters, maybe more, 22. We're going to select slot 1, and no, we're going to select slot 1 and series length 4 bombs at the time, because we're alone. We're going to be dive bombing them. This plane is I have fallen in love with this plane as I'm flying this. This is just a perfect war machine for this time period. JU88 can be used as a dive bomber, and it can be used as a level bomber as easily as another. It's not that defensible, but it's a lot more defensible than Junkers. The 87, the Stuga. And it's very easy to navigate with it. It has clear compass and clear meters. Once you get to learn how to operate it, check the manifold pressures and fly it effectively, make a lift off and so on, use the turbo booster and so on. It has very lots and lots of little tweaks that make it more perfect war machine than the others. Where's the ships? I'm gonna ask another direction from the ground control. Ships bearing 0-12 kilometer. That's those ships. Try to decide what you give for me. Okay, I'm gonna strike those ships. Anyway, there's a big ship over there. I'm going to try to bomb that first. Now, I'm not really an expert on this, as I said, I'm just learning. I have pretty much learned how to fly this plane, but the bombing part is the difficult thing with this plane. So I might not be successful, but we will see. I'm gonna dive a little bit lower because I don't want to be diving on the target from this height. It's going to be damaging my plane and, well, my plane basically, if I do that. I'm going to try to attack along the plane at the same direction that I mean the ship, along the ship, and I'm aiming at the middle one, the biggest ship. There's 3 big ships that you can see, and I am sort of aiming the middle one here. One kilometer. Christ, I'm flying high. Okay, let's hope that the AA fire won't get me. Let's arm the bomb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's the bomb door opening mechanism that I have. We have bomb doors open, bombs selected, bombs armed. We're going, we're locked and loaded. What the fuck, there's a... that ship is colliding with the breaker. .400 speed, that's pretty a lot. Bombs away, bombs away. 2 sets so that we can surely hit them. Let's turn around to see what happened, if I even hit them. Oh, that was a near miss. So near miss. That was actually very good. That was so close. Oh, some AA fire. The plane is not responding for some reason very well. Fuel tank 4 tiny leak, control ailerons disabled. Okay, that explains a lot. We've lost our ailerons. Fuck this shit. Okay, that means we're going salvo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, something. Counting again. Yeah, going very well. Yeah, that's good. Nice. They're open. I'm gonna attack anyway. Fuck you. We have a tiny leak on fuel tank. That doesn't matter. We can get to Germany and land. The aileron is much more of a problem, and I can turn with my rudder here. I'm just afraid to dive, but I'm going to dump all my bombs into those ships in the hopes of getting someone killed over there. Flying on full speed here because I don't want to be losing speed once I have the ailerons destroyed. Fucking AA. That's just, I know that's their job, but still, fucking AA. I can't probably get to that same ship. Well, we can always try. I'm gonna do the same ship again, because that was so near miss. I'm gonna do a... Oh, fuck. I'm so fucked up. I'm just using my rudder here to turn the plane a little bit sidewise. And frankly, my dear, I'm afraid to dive here. But bombs away. Actually, the ailerons are working pretty well. Oh, that's a hit. That's a hit. Look at that destruction. That's a successful hit. So fuck you. I came with a crippled plane and destroyed you fucking motherfucking asses. Now we're going home, and that guy looks terrified. He's like shit fucking scared. Okay, we're losing speed, that's why he's scared. I can't straighten the plane. Okay, come on. Turn straight. Turn straight. Yeah, that's right. Nice. We're okay. We're okay. Enemy planes. Okay, whatever. Not my problem at the moment. My problem is my crippled plane. Let's try to see if we can see the damage that we have. No, I can't see anything. It's funny how the game has a problem. I have my ailerons destroyed, and yet I can fully fly this plane. And I can fully control this plane with trim, which is just impossible in reality because it just trims the ailerons and the rudder and stuff. But for example, yesterday I lost all control. I didn't have control at all left in the plane. My stick was numb, and yet I could fly with trim. So just one of the bugs with the game. Useful bug for getting your ass safely home, but still a bug. And there's actually a lot of fighter planes and bombers in this server, AI controlled, and I managed to avoid all of them and hit successfully, so I'm pretty happy with that. I sank a medium tanker. Uh-oh. Problem with flying with trim is that I'm getting this situation where the trim is sort of overreacting, and I don't have any means to correct that. I'm trying to kick the rudder to get the plane running straight, because basically what I'm doing with my joystick doesn't have any effect at all at the moment. I can only dive a little bit and rise my nose a little bit with the joystick. I can't turn. So it's going to be an interesting landing. I'm going to make a crash landing wherever I can. Oh fuck, I can see planes up ahead. Hopefully they're German. Because if they're Spitfires or Hurricanes, I'm fucked. I'm officially fucked. I might as well jump at the moment I see them. Actually, I'm gonna jettison my back glass so that the whole crew can jump in if necessary. Ooh, there's an airfield over there. Okay, I'm coming pretty fucking fast. Yeah. I have flaps down. Come on, don't go there. Those planes that I saw are actually balloons. Oh shit, this is not gonna end well. This is not gonna end well. It would be safer to jump. But I have lots of experience on crash landings, so maybe I'll use that experience to get us alive. And I have not yet taken our lowered our landing gears. Let's do that now. Although it's probably bad idea. I'm going to the woods, which is not good. Okay. Still turning a bit. Come on. Come on, we're not gonna die. We're not gonna die. We're not gonna die. We're not gonna die. Oh, lots of lag. Lots of lag. That's a bad situation for the lag. Oh, shit. Just lost my landing gear. But we are alive. Okay, that was a successful mission, and we're home. Thanks for watching. We're climbing out of the back here. We don't have the glass anymore. I ejected it for the jumping, but we didn't need it because we could just, you know, crash land and leave our gear over there on the airfield. But we're alive and happy, and another success. Don't be so scared. Come on, man. We're alive. Okay. See you next time.